In the ancient hills of Israel, a young shepherd watched over his sheep. His name was David. He wasn't a prince or a warrior or even important in his own family. When the prophet Samuel came to anoint the next king, David's father didn't even call him inside. Yet, out of all his brothers, David was the one chosen. Not for his strength, but for his heart. This was the start of one of history's greatest rises. Soon after, Israel was at war. A giant named Goliath mocked the army, and no soldier dared to face him. Then came David, still just a boy, bringing food for his brothers. He didn't see a giant, he saw a challenge. With only a sling and a stone, he stepped forward. One strike, one fall. Goliath was dead. In that single moment, David went from shepherd to legend. The people sang his name, and that's when the real danger began. King Saul heard the songs. Saul has killed his thousands, and David his tens of thousands. Jealousy consumed him. David, the hero of the people, became a threat to the king. Saul tried to kill him again and again. David fled into the wilderness, living as a fugitive. He had chances to take Saul's life, but he refused. David waited, believing the throne had to come the right way. After years in exile, Saul died in battle. David was finally crowned king. He united the tribes, conquered Jerusalem, and made it his capital. Under his rule, Israel became powerful and wealthy. This was the peak. The shepherd had become a king. But power changes people. One evening, while his army was at war, David saw a woman named Bathsheba from his palace roof. He desired her and took her, even though she was married. When she became pregnant, David tried to cover up his sin. He called her husband Uriah home from battle. When that failed, David sent Uriah back to the front lines to be killed. The king had become what he once hated. This was his true fall. God sent the prophet Nathan to confront him. David was exposed. He repented, but the consequences were severe. The child from the affair died. Violence tore through his household. What he did in secret destroyed his family in public. His own son, Absalom, grew bitter and turned the people against him. Soon, Israel was divided. David was forced to flee Jerusalem, once again a man on the run. Father and son went to war. Absalom was killed, and when David heard the news, he didn't celebrate. He wept. "Oh, my son, Absalom! My son! My son!" The king who conquered nations couldn't save his own family. David returned to the throne, but he was never the same. His power remained, but his peace was gone. His later years were filled with weakness and regret. As he grew old, he prepared the kingdom for his son Solomon, reflecting on his life through psalms of sorrow, hope, and faith. David is remembered not because he was perfect, but because he was honest about his failures. His story is about a rise fueled by faith, a fall caused by desire, and a legacy shaped by repentance. From shepherd to king, from hero to broken man, King David's life reminds us that greatness can lift you high, but character is what keeps you there. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, please like and subscribe for more.